Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Everybody hear me okay? Awesome. How you guys doing today? All right. Well, guys, my name's Robert. This guy down here is
The show
Alex. Alex
started.
is going to be feeding these alligators a little bit of a snack. We got some chicken gizzards for these guys. And then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be telling you guys all sorts of cool stuff about these alligators. But before we get too far into it, guys, quick show of hands. Whose first time is it here to Gator Beach? Awesome. So almost everybody down here is first timer. Welcome down, guys. Which home state are you guys visiting from? I hear Illinois. I heard Ohio. Tennessee. What's up? Texas? Nice, guys. Where's Texas at? Any other Texas folks? All right. Oklahoma. Welcome down, guys. So a few of y'all got, what's up? Kentucky? Nice, guys. Welcome down. So a few of you guys got gators at home. Maybe some of y'all not so many. But down here in Florida, we actually have 1.3 million alligators throughout our state, and they're found in every single county as well, including Okaloosa County, which you guys are in. We actually caught a 4-foot alligator out of our backyard pond in this little parking lot area just the other day. So even around us right now, there are wild alligators. But most of the ones you guys are going to see are down here right in this pond. There's actually 65 alligators right here below us. And as Alex is feeding these guys some chicken gizzards, we're going to be using a rod to try to get these guys to jump up out of the water so you can see how high they jump, all that cool stuff.
They see the real
Now, you
food
might
over
notice
there.
while looking at these guys that they're not very
food over
large. These guys are all juvenile alligators. When these guys get to adulthood, we're going to have to catch them out of our pond, and we're going to have to find them a new place to live at. So basically what happens is we buy these guys from farmers, you know, instead of them getting turned into cowboy boots, purses, stuff like that, we get them instead. And then when they reach adulthood, they're going to go off to other alligator parks, nature reserves, aquariums, places like that. Now, alligators live about 50 to 60 years, and we'll keep them for 6 years of that time before they get to retire. Now, living 50 to 60 years, they never ever stop growing. So these guys will get absolutely massive. When they get to 6 feet is when they also reach adulthood. So they'll be trying to fight over girlfriends, they'll be trying to eat smaller alligators, all sorts of fun stuff like that. And a 6-foot alligator can already bite as hard as a fully grown lion can bite, about 600 pounds of force. So they can do a lot of damage to each other, which wouldn't really be healthy for the smaller alligators to get bit up by a big one. Now, alligators never ever stop and growing. They can get about 10 to 12 feet on average, but the world record alligator, he was actually 19 feet and 2 inches long. They caught him back
19
in
feet.
1890 down in Avery Island, Louisiana. Now, if y'all are in front of the big shack, that metal cutout on the ground, that is actually the size for the world record alligator. Now, if y'all are coming up the ramp here into Fuddpuckers, that big fiberglass alligator that you walk under, that is also another representation of the world's biggest alligator ever caught. So very big animal. Now, these guys are the third hardest biters in the animal kingdom, so that's something you gotta watch out for these guys. Like I said, a 6-foot alligator has about 600 pounds of force biting. Now, these smaller ones out here in the pond, they're biting about as hard as a pit bull can bite for the larger ones.
Look at that one.
And then the smaller alligators, they're still biting about twice as hard as a human can bite, so about 200 pounds of force per square inch. Now, on top of that, they have 80 teeth in their mouths. And as they get larger, they're going to need larger teeth to help them eat larger prey. So they're going to shed those teeth, go through about 2,000 to 3,000 teeth in their lifetime. They'll always have the 80 in there. And when they get larger, they're going to have upwards of 2,500 pounds of force biting down. These guys are tied with hippos for the third strongest bite in the animal kingdom. In fact, the only animal that bites harder, pounds per square inch wise, than an alligator is their bigger cousins, the saltwater and the Nile crocodile. Those guys are very, very strong. Although alligators, they can kind of compete with the salties. These guys, the strongest bite force ever recorded from an alligator was 2,990 pounds of force. That is the exact same weight of a Toyota Corolla. So imagine that, a Toyota Corolla coming down on your arm with 80 teeth.
And that's the
it's not going
spot
to be a
where
fun
they
time.
get fit.
Now, the other weapon that an alligator is going to have at its disposal is that very powerful tail. As you guys see while Alex is feeding these guys, they're using that tail to swim around. Alligators eat a high-protein diet and do nothing but swim, so they're going to be very strong and athletic. Now, they look lazy when they're out sunbathing, but these guys can use that tail to swim about 25 miles per hour. Compare that to humans. Michael Phelps at the Beijing Olympics swam about 7.5 miles per hour, so unless you're 3 times faster than Michael Phelps, you probably can't outswim an alligator. Now, on land, luckily they're a little bit slower. These guys are big, fat, lazy animals. You might have heard you're supposed to run zigzags away from them, right? It's kind of an urban legend. It's kind of hard to get an alligator to chase after you. And when they are chasing after you, they run at about 9 miles per hour on land. And they're not cross-country runners. They're going